Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another few days in my life summer edition. Today is Saturday. It's actually the last weekend of July. I got ready this morning and Mark and I went to a thrift store. I do have a bag of goodies that I thought I could share with you all and try on some clothes. Recently, I went through my closet and got rid of anything that is not natural. I'm trying to be more conscious about what I'm putting on my body, so I'm attempting to only wear natural fibers, look for cotton or linen, and I've been pretty good about it. I got rid of a lot of clothes. I just have too many clothes that I don't even wear half the time. Thrifted natural fibers and hopefully really cute on because I haven't tried them yet. Let's do it together and I'll share my first impressions. This first piece I got is an oversized men's denim jacket. I am a sucker for oversized denim jackets of different washes. This one is kind of on a darker blue denim wash. I would say that it's not extremely dark. This would be perfect for a cool summer day, maybe in the evenings to wear an entrance into fall. I feel like this denim is a lot thinner than some of the other jackets that I do own. I thought it would be perfect for both fall and summer and spring. Who am I kidding? I can wear this all year round. Okay, also very oversized and also from the men's section, it's a silk button down. It feels so breathable. I also love this color. It's like a plum purple. It's thin and actually really good quality. I'm quite surprised. I can see myself just layering this with a t-shirt underneath and leaving it buttoned open, or honestly, I kind of like this look where I wear a skirt and tuck it in a little bit. I could do this with a dress even potentially. Ooh, fall. I'm picturing overalls over this silk top. Big fan, big fan. It's very shuba though and perfect for summer. It's a little long on me, so I think what I could do is wear this tucked under a skirt like I'm doing right now, or pair it with jeans and tuck that in as well. I just love anything that's brown because weirdly enough, brown looks really good on me. And I'm a big fan of making things monochromatic. I love a good monochromatic makeup look. And same thing goes for my outfits. So I think this brown top on my brown skin looks great. Also, I'm just trying to hype myself up more often and just compliment myself a little bit more and say positive things rather than negative. I look great. This dress is a little oversized, but I like it. My only issue is that it does not have pockets. I don't own a white dress other than my wedding dress, of course, and I never really wear that. This is 100% cotton and it's really cute. This next one is a gamble and it's a little tight, but I think I can make it work. I still love the color and pattern. It's a linen dress, a little long on me, but there's lace and eyelet on the bottom. I look like I'm naked. Not really, but going back to brown on brown, I feel like there's a hint of purple in it. Mauve, maybe. Keeping it for sure. Actually, I can't return any of these outfits. I'm sold with this one. I was unsure because I thought it would be too long, but it's not too long. It's just a black cotton dress. It doesn't have pockets. What is going on? Very breathable, and I just like the simplicity of it. I can throw on a cardigan if I want to. I could probably dress it up if I wore some heels, but also keep it casual. So very versatile. I'm glad I got this, and that's everything that I got. Now back to regular scheduled programming. Good morning. It is the next day. It's a little early, which is why I'm whispering and trying to be quiet. Mark is still sleeping. If you hear Mowgli snoring, well, I don't want to wake him up either. It's 7 o'clock. Today's a very exciting day because I am going to Weston, Missouri with some of my girlies, and we're gonna go peach picking, have some wine, and stop by a brand new bookstore that opened in Weston. Very, very hot. I think the high is 95 and it's sunny and humid and disgusting, but we're gonna have the best day ever. Now that it's officially Leo season, I feel like I'm coming out of hibernation once again. I am so ready to do all of the activities leading up to my birthday. I'm so excited. I have actually never been fruit picking before in general, so I don't know what to expect. And I really just envision my Stardew Valley character as I'm hopping around a farm. Strictly girl time. Peach picking. Peach picking. We're going peach picking, everybody. And happy Leo season to all those who celebrate. Cheers. I had the best time yesterday in Weston, Missouri with my friends. My cup is so full. It was the hottest of hot days, but that didn't stop us from peach picking left and right. We went to an orchard in Weston, Missouri. They have a bunch of different fruits, but just depends on the season. We laughed, we joked around, we had some really good brunch. We wanted to stop by a new bookstore that opened up, I think 2 months ago. It's called Happy Endings, and it was really cute. It was sweet. I ended up getting one book from them. I got All My Rage by Sabaa Tahir. In June, I read An Ember in the Ashes, and I was shocked by how good it is. Not because I didn't think it would be good, it's just that I haven't felt that obsessed with a fantasy in so long. This is a standalone, and I don't really know much about it. I just know that I'm gonna want a trophy copy for myself. New York Times book review says, All My Rage is a love story, a tragedy, and an infectious teenage fever dream about what home means when you feel like you don't fit in. This is going to be unforgettable. I already know it. Kansas City is so small, and I feel like, especially in advertising, everybody knows everybody to some extent. It's just lovely how we all came together and we can all just hang out and have the best time. We already created a bucket list. We're called the Peach Party, and we want to go back in the fall and do some more picking. Hopefully when the weather is a little bit nicer and it's not super hot and we're not sweating our butts off. As promised, I want to sprinkle in reading content with whatever lifestyle content I'm filming. I don't even know what you'd call this. Whatever I'm filming. I thought I could share my August TBR as well next. They are right here, and I have a few library books that I want to talk about as well. Let me gather them all. I'm keeping my August TBR pretty loose because August is my birthday month, and I tend to do a lot. I tend to leave the house a lot because I want to celebrate me, myself, and I deserve to. Also, Mark and I are going on a trip in August as well, so I am not going to realistically be able to read as much as I normally do, but I have a few options. There are 2 library books that I want to briefly mention. I talked about them in my previous video. The Butchering Art by Lindsay Fitzharris. Sorry for the glare. This is a nonfiction book that talks about the story of Joseph Lister's quest to transform the grisly world of the Victorian era and Victorian medicine. I absolutely love The Facemaker, so I wanted to pick up something else by her since I loved what I learned. My brain is working. The second book is Lush by Rochelle Dowden Lord. This is a weird literary fiction story that's going to take place in just a few short days. I think it's going to be intimate. The summary is just very vague, and I am just going to go with that, and hopefully I like it. I've been trying to curate my TBRs based on season, and since we are still in the heat of summer, there are a few that I'm hoping to get to that still fit the summer vibes. The Berry Pickers by Amanda Peters. This is supposed to be a literary historical fiction story. This synopsis kind of reminds me of The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, and I'm hoping it gives me that same eerie, hot, heated summer vibes. I think it will, if I had to guess, but I'm excited to read it. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. I have been waiting so long to read this, and you better believe I'm going to read it in August. Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is the first book in the Rose Hills series. I have not read any of her works before. I don't know what to expect, but I think this is a cowboy. Nope, it is a billionaire romance, single dad, which should be so interesting because these are neither of tropes that I want to read from. But I can always DNF it if I don't like it. Passion Project by London Sperry. I've been wanting to read this book since I picked it up. This is a summer bucket list romance. I think this is going to be an emotional love story, kind of friends to lovers. We'll see. Wild Dark Shore by Charlotte McGonaghy. I don't really know what it's about other than the fact that I think it takes place in Alaska, Antarctica, home to the largest seed bank, and not a lot of people live there. It's pretty isolated, and some lady washes up the shore, and everyone's freaking out. Sounds interesting, and for some reason, this just seems like a book that I want to read in August before it gets super cold, even though it takes place in Antarctica. Also, sorry I'm not sharing the synopsis with you. One, it just takes too long, makes the video go on forever. And two, I personally like to go in blind with stories. I don't like to always read the synopsis, so I'm just sharing what I know. I have 2 more books that I hopefully will get to. Me earlier, I'm not gonna have time to read TBR's like 20 books. How does that work? No expectations. That's how that's going to work. The book is an ARC that I was gifted by the publisher on NetGalley, and also a recommendation by my friend Gabby. Check out her YouTube. I will link her down below. The book is What Hunger by Catherine Dang. It seems like a literary fiction or horror. The cover just makes it seem that way. I don't really know anything about it, really. For fans of Jennifer's Body and Little Fires Everywhere, the Jennifer's Body got me with the horror. My friend really enjoyed it, so I trust her. And the last book is going to be for my Fable book club. You'll just have to join my book club if you want to read with us, and hopefully you will read and stay for the rest of the month. So that is my lengthy TBR for August. No pressure though. I'm going to read what I want. These are just not even guidelines. These are just books that I would like the opportunity to read in August, and if I don't get to all of them, that's okay. Some of them are library books. I'm gonna have to return them, but we're just gonna see where the wind takes us in August. It's going to be a glorious birthday month. I mentioned in last week's video, I've been doing a lot of reflection on my past year, on my 31st year. I'm nearing my 32nd birthday, and it's been a wild ride. It's been a really great year, but also there have been some lows. The political climate, Love Island drama that is just sucking the soul out of everything, me not being able to read every minute of every single day. I'm joking, I kid. It's been a good year. Every year is gonna have highs and lows. This morning I was reflecting on how I want to lead myself into my 32nd birthday, and I wrote down some August intentions for myself, which I thought that I could share. I've been using my Paper Republic in olive green. It's the pocket size. I'll do a full review at some point once I get at least a month in of using this. I've been really enjoying it so far, but I thought I could share my intentions, which I wrote down in here. This is a notebook I plan on taking every everywhere I go. So my intentions will always be at hand. They're always going to be what I can look back to and remind myself of. Really quickly though, this is one of my favorite photos of myself. I look so cute and pink. My hair was so long and straight. Fun fact, I have not added heat to my hair in a year. I'm really proud of myself. I'm embracing my curls. I'm a curly girly. My first intention is to explore Kansas City and to leave the house more. This past year, I've been such a homebody. I've loved hanging out in my house, especially in this room, because I love how it makes me feel. It makes me feel so happy. And I'm just, utilizing my mortgage, my rent. And all jokes aside, I still think it's important for me to go and explore Kansas City, even if it's a solo day. I had the best time hanging out with myself last week. Maybe it's going to a coffee shop. Maybe it's just doing an activity with a friend. I want to get out of the house more and be intentional about what I'm doing rather than just going out to eat dinner and grabbing a drink. I want to do more activities that I can remember and cherish. Create art without judgment. Nothing is perfect. This is a big one for me. I am not a perfectionist, but when something doesn't look right like I want it to, I kind of freak out and I instantly start over. Maybe that's what perfectionism is. Shocker. Let's just pretend that I am a perfectionist. I want to get out of that mindset and habit. I just want to create and be proud of whatever the outcome is. An example would be that I took some photos on my mini Canon printer and I created this peachy page from the Weston trip at the peach farm. Super cute. I like it a lot more than I did the very first time because I drew some pink scribbles around the photos and that's not what I intended at all, and I at first thought it was ugly, but now looking at it, it is art. It's peachy. I wrote in cursive and I can't even read my own handwriting. Journal and document life in analog. One of the many reasons why I got myself this tiny pocket journal so I can take it with me everywhere I go. I want to use my phone less. I want to use technology less. I find that I'm just so glued to my phone, especially the Notes app, and I need to use my phone less in general and get back to my roots, get back to pen and paper and scribbling down whatever I need to in analog format. I also want to be able to remember those moments like going to the peach farm, the fruit farm with my friends. I want to be able to document things so I can look back on them. I have really been enjoying using a reading journal and writing down my reviews, taking notes. It helps me retain information, and I low-key think that I have short-term memory loss. So I'm hoping that as I document my life in journals, whether it's with art, writing, photos, then I can look back on them and remember. Speak kindly to yourself, no self-doubt. We are our biggest critics, and I want to be nicer to myself. I want to treat myself like I would treat other people, other friends. I'm always hyping up my gal pals. I'm always telling them they're wonderful and I love them so much. Also, I need to say that to myself. I need to be kinder to myself, and I'm starting now. I'm amazing. I'm perfect. Look at me go. Unsubscribe from what drains you. What I mean is to just get rid of what doesn't serve you, whether that's friendships, whether that's physical clutter around the house. I just want to be more intentional with my life and my belongings and the people that I surround myself with. I want to be around the things that make me feel good. Don't be afraid of what others think of you. Yes, this is a very important one. You would think that after being on YouTube for over a year now that I would be okay with this concept of not caring what other people think, but that's not true, unfortunately. I feel like the more that I talk about my life and step outside of just books, the scarier it is for me, because I am really putting myself out there more, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. And it's rewarding and I'm loving it so much, but it's also really scary. And I just need to remember that there's more people who care about you than those who don't. And those who don't do not need to be in your life anymore. There's always going to be somebody who might not agree with you and might think you're weird for starting a YouTube channel and talking to a camera, but also you're going to have those supporters who think that your videos are amazing. And I need to remember that. Everyone always has an opinion, and to not worry about other people's opinions and just to worry about myself, unless it's a nice opinion. Remove clutter from your life. This is more so coming from a physical space. I live in a home. I have a lot of shit, and I want to go through and get rid of things that don't serve me anymore. I want to get rid of empty boxes that I have, clothes that I don't wear. I just want to create space that's more intentional that I can live in. And the last intention that I have for myself is to speak up. What you have to say matters. I am the type of person who, when it comes to something important and educational or something with work even, I like to sit back and listen to what people have to say rather than voice my opinion, because I feel like what I have to say is silly and dumb and it doesn't matter. And I know that's not true. I know this. I actually know this, but in here, I don't know it. However, I am so vocal around my friends. I want to take outside of work me and put that type of me in my work and when it comes to other important topics of conversation, if that makes sense. Just if it doesn't, it's fine. Speak up. What you have to say matters is my last intention. Those are my intentions for August, and hopefully I can take them into my 32nd year of birth on this planet. Wow. By the time this video goes up, it'll be August 1st, and I will be full on celebrating my birthday. Leo season is here, and I'm ready, and I'm so excited. I'm going to leave this video here. I've talked enough. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you in a video next week. Have a great day. Bye.